ML Sports Take, brought to you by our great friends at myhottub.com, Carvel of North Syracuse, and Camillus Golf Club. I cannot wait for the Stanley Cup Finals to start tomorrow. It'll be Colorado hosting the Tampa Bay Lightning, and goodness gracious, we've got some star power here. In fact, I kind of envisioned this at the beginning of the season, and I certainly envisioned it when the postseason started. You go across the board here, you've got Kucherov and Stamkos and Vasilevsky and Hedman on the one side, and on the other, you've got Nathan MacKinnon, Cal McCarr and company for the Colorado Avalanche. I think this series is going to come down to a couple of things. One, the goaltending. Can Colorado muster up just enough to equal Vasilevsky, just muster up enough to have a chance to win each night? I think number two is going to be special teams. You don't want to give these two teams with all that firepower power plays. And then number three, it's going to be, all the little things that go into a game, right? The forechecking, the patience, the bounces, screening the goalie, fundamentals and IQ, just simplicity in the game, coupled with the fundamental part and doing the little things. Tampa Bay has been there, done that. I mean, think about 2 straight years here, winning the Stanley Cup. They're going for their 3rd in a row. They used to not be able to beat you 2-1, 1-0, 3-2. Now they can do that. They can beat you 6-2. They can beat you 1-0. They can beat you 4-1. They can beat you, 2-0. And they've really buckled down. They sacrificed. And, of course, when Columbus swept them back in 2019, John Tortorella said, look, we created an absolute juggernaut here, and I'm paraphrasing, but that kind of started this big-time run because the organizational philosophy for the Tampa Bay Lightning, it really changed quite a bit when you think about the finesse and power play goals and stretch passes and all those fancy-dancy things. But they weren't getting it done in the postseason. And then they kind of revamped a little bit. They got a 3rd line and a 4th line. And then you fast forward here, they lost Barclays Goodrow to the Rangers, Yanni Gourde to the Kraken, Blake Coleman to the Calgary Flames in this past offseason. And all they did was replace the 3rd line and then keep shifting and moving and getting guys in to the 3rd line. It's just absolutely unbelievable what they've done. Barisbaugh has been an unbelievable executive. Yzerman before that. They've got leadership. They have goaltending. They have the defense. You've got the 2 best defensemen in the game in this series, in Victor Hedman and Cal McCarr. So I just cannot wait for this series. I'm really looking at the Colorado goaltenders. Darcy Kemper is supposed to be back for this series, and will the goalies? Will they provide enough on the Colorado side? I'm going to pick Tampa Bay in 6. I don't want to go against the Lightning. I haven't gone against the Lightning. Anybody who has gone against the Lightning, I hope by now has learned his or her lesson. And, we'll see what happens in this series, but it should be an absolute doozy. Mike Lindsley with you here. It's an ML Sports Take brought to you by our great friends over at Ken's Auto Detailing, Barks and Rec Doggy Daycare, and Chick-fil-A of Cicero and Clay. Allow Chick-fil-A to cater your business lunch today. Hit me on Twitter at Mike L Sports. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and as I always tell you, enjoy the games.